So the Cowboy Roundup was started by my mom specifically. She was coming home from a rodeo and she saw a need, right? There was that particular rodeo didn't have enough saddle bronc riders. And so we had seen a post on Facebook where they were like, we will pay you if you come, please. And we were talking with some other people in the industry about how this was continuing to be a problem. We were having less and less entries continually. And so she started calling her friends, and some of them weren't friends, some of them were acquaintances. And she assembled this wonderful team. Our board of directors has over 100 years of experience in professional rodeo. And it's kind of funny, I'm gonna tell this story. We were sitting there talking about people we wanted to be a part of this. And I said, she said, who would be a really great one is Donna Vold. And I'm like, you're right, Donna Vold Larson would be so wonderful. And she looks up the number and she calls, and Donna answers when she first called, and she introduced herself and we started talking, and Donna was like, I would love to do this. And we sat there, we're like, how crazy. Neither one of us know Donna personally. We call, and on the first few rings she answers and wants to be a part of what we're doing. She sees the vision for it. And it was kind of like that with every single board member that she called. It was just people in the industry, they see the need for an advocate for youth and making sure that we're helping these kids find the resources to get themselves down the road and hone in their skills. This year, our inaugural year, we got to award 9 scholarships, and they're $1,500 scholarships. So we pay the clinic, and then anything that's left from the clinic, they use towards fuel and housing and however that works, and budget. It's been really awesome. And we have another kid from Durango, Colorado. He's a shoot dogger, and he's got a fire in his belly, and he's so kind and respectful, and he realizes that finding these resources, what they'll do for his career, at such a young age. I mean, these kids, they're there. The talent is there. They just need help finding the resources.
What I want our award recipients to learn, and even the ones that don't receive a scholarship to learn, we want them to learn social skills. There's a huge disconnect. So I want them to learn how to publicly speak, to really emphasize who they are and where they're at, to show their passion in a light that people will take them seriously as an athlete. I want them to learn financials, how to get themselves down the road. It's not just, I've got $100 and where do I get on this? How do I budget for this? I want them to learn etiquette. We have kids out there that don't know who their stock contractors are. Have that initiative to walk up and introduce yourself to a stock contractor. In the PRCA, you will go so far by introducing yourself, learning about your stock, learning where that stock has been. And I want them to know that we're here for them. We want to help them. There's kids out there that are struggling, and I don't want them to struggle. I want them to know that there's an organization that we fund our scholarships first before we get paid and before any of the operations get taken care of. So we're kind of a little backwards that way, but we want these kids to know that they're so important to where we're headed, and we want them to be part of something bigger. And I want them to look back and go, you know what, the Cowboy Roundup really helped when there wasn't a lot out there. There's a lot of scholarships out there, but they're kind of few and far between in some of the organizations. I want these kids to know, look, we awarded 9 this year. We have big, lofty goals for next year. Apply. apply. And even if I can't give you a scholarship, every one of our applicants receives a Bible. They receive encouragement. They receive a resource. They receive pins, hat pins, resources that call me. I may not be able to help you financially, but if I can get you in front of somebody, I will try. So that's what I want them to know. We're here for them.
Because of how we've started, and it's been very fast, the athletes that have come to us, they found us by chance. I mean, there was one night we were sitting there, and where we live very rurally, so we have internet numbers. And we get this text from a number we don't know with a phone number and absolutely no context. And it's like 9:30 at night, and we're like, let's just call it and see what happens. And so Patty's sitting there and she calls the number, and she's like, hey, I just got a text message with your phone number, and I'm Patty, I'm with the Cowboy Roundup, and this is what we do. And he goes, well, we rodeo, we just won the Mountain State Circuit Finals. Me and my partner did. And he goes, where are you from? And she's like, we're from Shawnee, Wyoming. He goes, my partner's wife is from Bill, Wyoming. And we all get to talking, and he's like, we would love to help your organization. We'll set up a benefit roping in Laramie in the spring, and anything that we can do to help. And we get off the phone and we're like, where in the world did this phone number come from? And it was one of our board members. He just sent the phone number with no context. And that's how it's been happening. We just, like one after another, people we run into, they figure out what we're doing, and they're like, we want to be a part of this too. Like, these kids, they need us, and they know that.